Everyone, it is 6:07 p.m. on October 20th, and I'm going to call this meeting of the Wakefield Youth Council to order. First, we will do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to take attendance. So if you could just say here when I call your name. Emily,
Here.
Nathaniel,
Here.
Parker,
Again, maybe?
Parker.
Oh.
Okay, we can come back to him. Nico,
Here.
Madeline, here. Sophia, here. Ellie, not here. Olivia,
Here.
Morgan,
Here.
Kevin, and Joshua.
Here.
All right, next
Sorry, wait for Park,
oh, yes, sorry.
because otherwise we wouldn't have quorum, right?
Parker,
Or raise hand emoji or something like that, please.
Parker, if you want to just raise your hand on the Zoom.
Parker, can you hear us? No. Mr. Collins, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Parker's gonna leave and come back again. Just so you all know, Parker makes quorum, so we're not gonna move on until we can come back and hear us. And Morgan, just so you know, your ID says Zoom user, it doesn't have your name. Which is no worry, you don't need to change, I just want.
Send out the.
Liz, can you see if he sent you an email?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's okay. Yes.
Hey, Parker, can you hear us now? No one's talking right now, so I'll just keep talking, see if you can hear us. I just sent you a text as well.
Just trying to figure out because I sent it out and it's just not showing up here. I sent out 9:20. I'm gonna try sending it from alternate emails.
Yeah. The way we're sort of the next thing.
This is just so I have it done.
Yeah.
So that I.
Absolutely.
Parker, are you able to
Audio see from Nicholas J.
hear us? No.
September 25th, 2025. Hot. I was like, oh, like the eye is a little hot, and she was like, go ahead. And I was like, okay. Just close it out. Okay. It's good. Oh, fuck, no, that one. 2026. Right, yeah. You're probably separating now. It's like 2026. Done it. No, I have not. Very
Thank you.
It sounded really bad. I took prescribed medication. It's just this good. God bless you.
Sure be proud.
How's the audio now, Parker?
I got it.
Whoa. Okay, I think you have it on phone, so you're gonna want to mute one of your speakers, either your phone or your computer, whichever one can't hear us, so yes. Okay, thank you, everybody, for your patience and our technical difficulties. We were at attendance waiting to hear from Parker being in attendance. Take it away, Matt.
Saying, Parker, are you here?
Here.
For those of you online, there's a lot of big geese outside.
Sounds like coyotes.
Okay, and give it a few of us.
Is it a dog or?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which is really distracting.
Okay. Moving on to item 4, which is the approval of the September 9th, 2025 meeting minutes, as well as the September 25th, 2025 meeting minutes. We did not have the September 25th meeting minutes in advance, which is totally fine. So we're gonna move that to the next meeting. But for today, we are going to approve the September 9th meeting minutes. Did everyone have a chance to take a look at them in advance? Great. Okay. Nico, would you like to take it away with reading through them a little bit and talking to us about them?
Meeting was called to order at 4:37. Pledge of Allegiance was said. Nico Moody, Emily Aoff, Nathaniel Chines, Olivia Wall, Sophia Panaghetti, Madeline Naper, Morgan McRobbie, Josh Spalding, and Parker Hamlin and Ellie Pritchard were not present. May and June 2025 meeting minutes were not available. There was a youth council introduction, just everyone introduced themselves. And Liz Parsons presented orientation to the youth council information, or to youth council information.
All right, amazing. Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes from the September 9th, 2025 meeting?
Motion.
Amazing. Who do I?
Chairman?
Okay, Olivia motioned. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Nathaniel second. Let's see, okay. I'm gonna read down the list if you could just say yes, if you'd like to approve them. Emily,
Yes.
Nathaniel,
Yes.
Parker,
Yeah.
Nico,
Yes.
myself, yes. Sophia, no, oh, not here, sorry. Ellie's not here. Olivia,
Yes.
Morgan, not here.
Yeah.
Members.
Oh, that's right.
They're not
Sorry, they were, sorry, that was my bad for listening to them here. Okay, amazing. So, great. So those have been approved. Next we have the liaison, item 5 is the liaison appointments update. So we have sent out a form, where people can rank their top 3 choices for who they'd like to be liaisons to this term. If you wouldn't mind taking a minute at some point soon to fill that out, take a look at it. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them regarding like specific councils and boards within the town. Yeah, so does anyone have any questions about that though? Jenna? We're good to move on then. Was there anything else that? We're good? Okay. Item 6 is the Snow Angels Initiative overview and update. So as Liz, did you want to do both or did you want to? Me to
Yeah,
do that?
whatever you want.
All right, Liz, if you'd like to explain this.
So the Snow Angels, does anybody not know what Snow Angels is? I feel like even if you're not a member, you may have volunteered last year. So as a reminder, Snow Angels is the youth council volunteer initiative to shovel the walkways of our older adults in the community who may not otherwise have the opportunity to have their walkways shoveled during a snowstorm. And the purpose is to allow, just in case, to allow for emergency services to be able to enter the home if ever needed. We are working with the senior center, the Council on Aging, and typically the youth council liaison to the senior center and the Council on Aging works with me and Karen Burke, the director there, to help organize the Snow Angels volunteer program. So that would be part of that liaison's work. Recruiting now youth volunteers for the Snow Angels initiative. Youth need to be I think at least 13. Thank you. And their family or parents and caregivers or guardians need to sign a waiver and they would be allowed to participate and usually volunteer for 1 or 2 driveways near them. We ideally try to do it we always try to do it within walking distance. So it's a bit of a work to kind of match who needs the shoveling with who's available to shovel. We have historically asked the youth council members to volunteer as you know, to get it started, invite friends, siblings, relatives to join as well. And you will receive volunteer hours if you need them or want them afterwards. We can send the link out. The sign up is all ready to go, and I don't know if Ellie has put it out yet on our social, but it's available. I think she did.
Okay, amazing. Does anyone have any questions about that? Great. Okay, moving on then, right, really good at that. To item 7, the Meet the Members posts. Typically this is something that Ellie would talk about a little bit. But since she's not here, I can just give a little bit of an overview. It's something we've done in the past on our social medias for social media accounts so that people can get to know us a little bit better. So I'm guessing that she'll be sending out a form for people to fill out in the near future so that we can get that started. It usually is like a picture of yourself, like who you are, a fun fact about you, your grade, things like that, why you're on the youth council, things like that. So that will be getting started soon. Okay. Item 8 is the Veterans Day Cleanup Initiative. And this is something that we did a couple of years ago, but last year we did not do it because there was very low turnout and the weather was very cold. Veterans Day is kind of a hit or miss time of year, when it can be beautiful or we could get snow. So it's kind of just depends. And so the thought for this year was that once people are paired with their liaisons, the person that is the liaison to the Veterans Advisory Board can talk with them and be in communication about whether or not we'd like to bring it back. For today, we think that we would kind of put it out there, explain why we didn't do it last year. Also, we think that there was a similar cleanup project that was done at a different point in the year or with a different group in Wakefield. So we want to just put that information out there, see if anyone had any thoughts or questions or opinions about this. For us doing it this year.
I think as long as there's good weather, it's a good thing to do.
Share something. I don't think you mentioned this, but last year, the youth council, just as a reminder to everybody, or those people who are new, last year as a reminder, the youth council decided not to do it because of the low turnout in previous years and because the weather was really cold during that time. So I think the chair at the time made the recommendation, or others recommended that we have a liaison to the Veterans Board, talk and see if there are other ways that we can honor our veterans or work together towards something. Just like you just said.
Amazing. Okay, so does anyone have any other thoughts about that? I agree that if it's nice out and it's something that they want us to bring back, then we can consider it more. But otherwise, I think that trying to find other ways to honor our veterans might be just a little bit of a better option just because of the time of year. And also low turnout in previous years, like we just said.
If it does happen, is it exactly on Veterans Day or like the week around?
In previous years, we've done it on Veterans Day, especially because we have that day off, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, 4-day weekend,
Yeah.
Is that the 12th,
11th.
11th? Oh, the Monday, right? No.
11th is, yeah, 12th is the Tuesday, 11th is the Monday.
What time did that typically fall on?
It was in the morning,
Yeah.
like 9 or 10.
That might be a conflict for people in wind ensemble, because there's we play music for Veterans Day that day.
Oh, it's definitely
Oh,
it's
then I
after.
think that we
It's
did it in the
after.
evening.
That's right.
I think we did it in the afternoon or evening one year because I remember
Yeah.
another topic that had come up was the question of like that was another reason why I think it didn't happen was that the discussion of like it was around dinner time and so people were like they had plans or they whatever, especially because it was a day off. So it's like in some ways it being a day off I think can be beneficial because people in theory have the time, but at the same time people tend to make plans and want that time for themselves. So all right. If that's it, then I'm gonna move on to item 9, which is the Municipal Voting Age Reduction Initiative update. As you guys know, I was not here last year, so I'm still getting updated about this initiative and learning everything about it. But as a reminder, the initiative that the Youth Council approved last term is to petition a town meeting article be presented to allow 16 and 17-year-old Wakefield residents to vote in municipal elections. Right now, Massachusetts does not allow this, so state legislation would have to be passed or a home rule petition would have to be passed to allow for the measure. Since we've just started a new term, the idea is to seek to get this as a warrant article in the spring town meeting. Does anyone have any questions about that?
how would the process go from here until the spring? Like what would the youth council have to do to prepare that?
So, Liz, if you could correct me if I mess this up, because like I said, I'm still getting kind of familiar with it. First, we would have to get it approved by the state,
Mm.
right, to allow us to put that in the town meeting? Right.
No, actually, you
Okay.
can act locally first, and
Okay.
thank you, for updating everybody. So, right before the last term ended, Ali, their former, was working on the next steps. And as you mentioned, because because we didn't meet in the summer, and what would have to get done in order for us to ask for the warrant, the youth council to ask for the warrant. There just wasn't enough time to get it on the November 8th town meeting. So, there are a few steps. One is for the chair to meet with the town clerk to let them know about that. The next is just to confirm with the town council, Mr. Mullen, about the petition, the article itself and the wording. And to see if you have any questions or the youth council has any questions for him moving forward. To get it on the warrant, you also need to have some signatures, a petition of signatures. So collecting at least 10, but it's recommended that you collect more just in case to support it. And then you'd present it in front of town council to ask them to support it for the town meeting in the spring. I think another key piece of this work for the youth council would be to sort of create a plan about educating the community about it. When people take warrants often to the town meeting, you want to let the community members, voting members who are showing up know what it's about. So there could be some education and awareness about it as well. So those are a few of the steps that we learned from Mr. Mullen. And with him again, you can get some more information.
Amazing. Nice.
I presume signatures for the petition would have to be outside of youth council? Or would it?
I believe that's a really good question, Nico. I made the assumption that the signatures would have to be voting residents, but that could be a clarification question. It could be maybe anyone who lives in Wakefield. You could ask Mr. Mullen.
I feel like that would be a kind of important thing.
Mhm.
to figure out. We end up.
I can make a note to reach out to him about that. So it would be like, who can those signatures be from? Do they have to be adults or could they be minors on the youth council?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the town clerk can also help you with that too. Another action step that Ali had spoken with Mr. Mullen about was educating also the state reps and their state legislators. So that was the step you mentioned first, Madeline, about like getting it, because while several municipalities have passed this measure locally, because it's not allowed at the state level, it's encouraged to keep up the communication education with your state legislators to let them know what the interest is here and what's happening, so that if they want to support it at that level, they have the information, they know how the youth council or how.
And like I said, I am still familiarizing myself, so hopefully very soon I'll have more information and be able to answer more questions myself. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions or? Okay. Moving on then to item 10, town council and school committee updates. I don't think either of our liaisons are here today, so we'll move that to next meeting. Okay, and then moving on to item 11 then, our next meeting date. It has been determined, it's October 29th at 4:30 p.m. and it is virtual only. So it should be one of our shorter meetings, hopefully about a half hour on Zoom, for us to connect, give updates, things like that. Okay, and item 12, matters not anticipated for the agenda. Do we have any other issues that have not been discussed yet? Yes.
I sent out a Google form just from the Commission on Disabilities just to gather if people would be able to go to a Diverse Abilities Night on November 9th at the AmeriCal Civic Center. Just to know if anyone would go and to gather interest.
Is that a Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the Sunday before Veterans Day. It would be from 2 to 4, I believe, or it might be a little later. But that should be sent out shortly.
You could probably send it to Ellie too to have her posted.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, is if you wanted that to go up on the social media, if it was just for youth council members.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Sunday, and then sorry. Earlier I said the 11th was a Monday. It's a Tuesday, so
This
that's
is at the 10th that,
the 10th is the Monday.
oh, we have Monday and Tuesday off.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
always
So
always a busy day.
that's how that weird weekend schedule works.
Okay, great. Okay, amazing. So we will get that sent out. And would you also like it posted on?
I'm
social
just gonna
media?
see if there's interest from the youth council,
Okay.
but then what I really would want posted out, if I see interest at all, would probably be like, I'll try to just see if I can make a poster tonight or something that we could post on the social media.
You could also talk to the class advisors for the
Yeah.
each of the classes at the school to have them posted on
No,
school classroom.
the advisor for Best Buddies, actually. I'll email them about it.
Is it Miss Buckler? Maybe?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
Oh, Miss.
Well, whoever it is, I'll email
it's not
them.
Miss Brazil.
Miss Brazil's on.
She's the GSA.
Yep.
It might be Miss Buckler, but don't quote me on that.
All right. I'll email whoever that is and
Yeah.
just see if they'll be interested at all.
Amazing. Yeah, we will definitely get that sent out. And then the other thing, Liz, I know you want to talk about the wave race a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. Some of you may know the Wakefield Alliance Against Violence is hosting their annual fundraiser, the 5K race around the lake, or walk, run, I guess, around the lake. On this Saturday at 9 a.m. If you, they're looking for volunteers, and if anybody wants to volunteer, they're looking for volunteers. And you email them if you're interested. So that's open to any youth volunteers, adults in the community who want to help out for that great cause.
Amazing. I will be there for that. I'm very excited about that. Okay. Is there any other, do we have any other issues that have not been discussed yet?
Nico, the advisors are Miss Steele and Miss Buckler. I just double checked.
All right.
Amazing.
I'll send out an email.
Amazing. Okay, then if there's nothing else, we can move on to item 13, which is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn our meeting?
I motion.
Amazing. Nico motioned. Do I have a second?
I second.
Olivia seconded? Seconded? That's sorry. Okay, I'm gonna read down the list, and if you could just say yes, if you want to adjourn. Emily,
Yes.
Nathaniel,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
amazing. Nico,
Yes.
myself, yes. Sophia's not here, Ellie's not here, Olivia,
Yes.
Morgan, oh,
Not both.
sorry. I thought that it was different for that, sorry. Okay, that passes unanimously, and our meeting has been adjourned at 6:42 p.m. Amazing. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.